And the contract between the Columbia Police Department and Columbia Public Schools for school resource officers expires tonight.
The city says it hopes to move those officers to the Community Outreach Unit. ABC 17's Sydney Olson is live from the police department. Sydney, those officers will now have to apply for positions on the unit.
Deb Lucas, I sat down with Columbia Police Chief Jeff Jones to learn why the department needs officers out in the community more than in schools and what that transition will look like.
They're still going to see cops coming to school. We were doing that even without SROs.
School resource officers in Columbia have served several purposes, including security, but their main purpose has been community outreach, helping those students and CPS families in need. The SROs have been on patrol since schools closed because of the COVID-19 pandemic in March, and on some days they have been assigned to check in on the kids in their schools who are most likely to need support outside of school. Now, with parents choosing whether their kids will take lessons online or in person, the transition of SROs out of the schools will look very similar.
Whatever CPS does when they offer those online classes, it makes sense to have the outreach out in the neighborhoods and in the community with those same students as opposed to putting them in a school where they'll have less contact with the population that they serve.
Jones says once the community outreach unit is fully staffed with at least 6 officers as opposed to the current 3, there will be police in more schools. Officers will still go to schools and do walkthroughs and talk to students and administrators. Jones says part of the decision to allow the contract to expire came down to resources for community policing.
It takes more resources than what we currently have, and it makes more operational sense to have more officers conducting that outreach in neighborhoods, including with kids and the schools that those neighborhoods feed.
CPS does have its own security. I reached out to CPS spokeswoman Michelle Baumstark, but she says the district has not had a chance to discuss what this change will mean for district safety and security. Reporting live in Columbia, Sydney Olson, ABC 17 News.
Sydney, thank you. Chief Jones says he still thinks having a contract for school resource officers at CPS should be reviewed each year.